Good evening, everyone. Good evening, ma'am. I am here to present my presentation of the non-aligned movement. That is also known as NAM, not NAME, only NAM. The non-aligned movement. This is based on a foreign policy which decide our life. I will show in my presentation how the foreign policy decide our life of the country. Let's just start with the presentation. The term non-alignment first comes in the 1950, the UN summit. It is represented by first thing that's the introduction, the London conference and the venue, the principle of the starting members of the names and the present members of the names and the summits and the why we need the names and the first world, second world, the Cold War and the conclusion for the Indian perspectives. I'm ready. Let's start. The term non-alignment comes in the first in 1950, but I already explained that in the UN summit that when the Korean War is going on, where the world has to decide which side the country is going to be participate, from the USA side or the Russian side. But the India comes, our representative in the 1950 UNO, this member explained that I am not going with any side. It not mean I am not participating in this war. I am participating in this war by the supplying the aids, means the medical supplies. Only these terms come with the Indians, with the Venezuela's combinedly, that I am not going to participate in any side of the wars. That the terms comes after that. The Brunt conference is happened in the 1950. This is the real image of the Brunt conference. Sorry for it's not clear because of the rare picture. This conference is happened in the 1950. Basically this conference is happened in the newly independent country after the World War. The newly independent country, we all know that the Asian and African country are colonized by the European countries like Germany, France, Britain, all those countries. After the independence, all the countries are decided to make a conference or make a groups that nobody country is going to be control his country after this conference. This conference is happened in the 18 to 24 April and the 1955 in the Indonesia. The Indonesian president
in the history of mankind.
You already seen that our Prime Minister, the first Prime Minister of India, it is there at the conference. This meeting is happened in this building, Malcott building, the previous image on that 1955 image. The present image is like that. This is the main building where the conference, one of the major leaks has been occurred in this building. The main, the principles of this name is that, like that. The first principle is mutual respect of others in territorial integrity and sovereignty. That the meeting is about that we are not going to control any country by imposing the army, or we have to respect the other borders and we have to free everyone which country is a part of these nations or not in this part of the group. We are going to give him the freedom to live his life according to his condition and perspective, according to his life, according to his condition. And the second is the mutual non-aggression, means I am not going to, those countries who is part of this groups are decided to not go all those countries are not going to attack any country by the weapon. Every conflict is occurred, it will be demolished by the dialogues and diplomacy. Our Prime Minister also said this statement that in the Ukraine-Russian wars, that this is the not era of the war, this is the era of the dialogues and diplomacy. So this is the line from there. The Prime Minister also taken the reference. After the third is mutual non-influence in the domestic affairs, means that the country is freely independent to make their constitutions, make their rules, make their whatever the rules he want to impose on his countries. India is not going to force any country to make the rule according to the India. No other country like USA. USA is the one of the major country who wants to rule the country according to his condition, because he is the country who is abolished the Israel, Iran, Afghanistan, Korea, Vietnam, all the countries due to because those countries are not running according to the USA. That's the way. That's why he is going to attack on the country. Equality and the mutual benefits means we are going to give the equal respect or the mutual respect to every country, not according to the colors and according to the behaviors or the dimension of physical ability of the country. Means some people from the country from the Africa is also joining this conference. That's why previously before the independence, the country the person is getting the what do you say respect. If you are white people, you get the more respect. If you are brown people or if you are black people, you do not get the respect. That the conference is decided that we have to give the equal right or benefit to the every type of person. Peaceful coexistence means we are going to exist in the same country without any kind of discrimination. Like in India, the people from the Muslims, Hindus, Christians, and other Parsis, all those are existing in the same country. Not like Germany, that only the Nazis are going. Like Hitler said that I want only Nazis in the Germany. Same. Starting member of the name, all those countries or the color in the brown. It is the 29th country first participated in the 1960 conference and signed the that we are the part of this non-aligned movement. After that, right now presently 120 national member states and the 20 organizations and the 10 international organizations in that the WHO also included. Presently the name is look like that. The country who is in the dark color, which is the member of the name, and the country who is in the lighter blue side, it is the observing country. All those countries are observing the name process, how it is working. Then after he decided to join the name or not. This is the first summit which will happen. Or I already shown you video that the first summit in 1960 it has happened. It is the president of the Indonesia welcoming all the members of the states. This is the summit picture where all the 29 members signs. Not only the 29 members, all those members are from the 29 countries only. That's why it looks like a huge crowd. Right now, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressing the 29 summits.
9 summit.
I thank the Excellency President Ilham Aliyev for organizing this virtual conference. To begin with,
And Mr. Narendra Modi, who addressing the NAM conference. The main question is arises now, why we need NAM? The name is in the after the World War II, in the after alliance partner has decided divided into two parts. First is called the first world is called the capitalist country, which is lead by the USA, also known as the NATO country. All those countries from the North Antarctic Oceans, that's why it is called the NATO countries. Or this is the map of the capitalist country who is lead by the USA, not only the lead by other countries like Canada, USA, Germany, Britain. All those countries, the part of the Second World War, the winner sides are in the right now in the capitalist country. The another winner country who is the leader of the Second World War is called Soviet Rus. Right now it is not Soviet Rus, but it is on that time Soviet Rus. The Second World, it is the map of the Second World. Now you have to. This is the second, third, all those world, first world, second world, third world. The green one is called the capitalist country, the first world. The red one called the socialist country is called the second world. And the yellow part is in the third world, which is the non-alignment movement is created. It is also known as the third world. After the Second World War, the two major party of the winner side, Soviet Rus and USA, are separated on the basis of their principles. The one is following the socialist, one is following the capitalist country. After the 1950, the Cold War is started. In the Cold War, both countries are not facing each other in any front. It's facing by indirectly by putting any country in the war, supporting both sides by the first side by the USA, second side by the Russia. The war is like that 1950, 1953. The war is started in the North Korea, between North Korea and the South Korea. North Korea is supported by the Soviet Union and South Korea is supported by the United States of America. This is the flag of the North Korea and the South Korea. We all know that map. The war discrimination in this way, the only 60,000 people are died in this war. More than 60,000. After the Second World War, one of the major destruction is happening in this war. 16,000 people are killed in this war.
It's repeatedly clashed at the border, but war between the two sides began in June 22, 1950. North invaded the South. It captured the South's capital, Seoul, June 28, 1950. Northern forces almost got the entire peninsula under their control, but then the U.S. and South Korean counteroffensive took place.
After this war is ended in 1953, the country is also born in another war in the 1950 war, the Vietnam Wars. The same condition is in here, the North Vietnam versus South Vietnam. Both countries are supported by the Russia and the USA. Same thing is happening in this area also, but in this area, America has decided to not go anywhere. It is decided that I am going to all over the world. It deposited 10,000 bombs right now at present in the Vietnam, live bombs. 10,000 bombs. It imposes the helicopters, rockets, launchers, bombs, tanks. Everything is in this in the war. My conclusion is that in the Indian perspectives, we are needed both countries. Not only one countries. We needed the both country, Russia and USA. Because from the Russia we get the very many benefits like fighter jets and planes, all those countries. If we go any side, under Jawaharlal Nehru decided that we are going to make third world, because if he go any side, Russia or USA, the second side is going to be attack on the India, and India is not going to afford on that time any kind of war, because on that time India is not sufficient arms wise or economics wise, because the British has released us on the 1947 and the 1950 the World War started. Due to that, the Jawaharlal Nehru decided to make a third world with the major three leaders: the Indonesian president, Israel president, and the Indian Prime Minister. all three decided to not go anywhere because all those countries are released in the 1950 and across that. Due to that, we are India, from India sides, we needed the USA for all these equipments and the other political support from the international levels and as well. And from the Russia, we needed all these equipment. If we go any side, we have to depend upon the only one sided. And whatever the side is providing you, only thing that you have to take on your country and protect your country. So we are the worst country. We need more equipment, more diversity in the any kind of field like economics, like right now Ukraine or Russia wars is going on, but India is purchasing the world from the Russia. USA is not going any kind of pressure in India because India has right now the power to rule the country. That's on that time due to that the NAM has given this ability to rule the country according to the India. Thank you.